Evening class, how are you today? Hi guys.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, how you doing today, Mikey?
Not too bad, sir.
Okay. Chevy, Sham, you look good?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. What were you in the last time again, please? Remind me.
Stationary points.
The multivariable function, don't.
Yeah.
How far did I reach with it?
Right now, sir. Yeah, now stop here, sir. The question that you gave us the last class, sir. We don't finish.
All right. All right. So I give you a question. It's not finished. All right. What's the question? Can you read the question for me? Oh no. Yeah, read the question.
It's in the group. Hold on.
Uh,
All right, sir. All right. If xy equal x cube plus y cube minus 15 bracket x plus y close bracket plus 3xy square.
what we're supposed to do with that?
So first, we're supposed to find fx f of first derivative of x, second derivative of x, same for the y, then xy, yx.
All right. So sorry. Do me a favor. Read the question again. Is it x cubed plus y cubed minus 50? Read the question for me.
Yeah. X cube plus y cube minus 15 bracket x plus y close bracket plus 3xy square.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Mhm. All right, no problem. We can go through that. We can fast. Not an issue. Hmm. Jamari, were you able to do it?
No, sir, because like I think is I reached a point
Mm-hmm.
where I was finding a stationary point and I would have to um so like the two equations don't have similar terms, so I wouldn't have been able to get past this. So I think so I was waiting until you work it out.
Okay, that's fair enough. Mikey, you tried it?
Sir, I'm looking for that question because the last class I remember I attended was from the 25th, and I complete the recording today. I don't see any other recordings from that.
All right, it was
Um,
let's start
what
with
was the
multivariable function.
what's the question?
It's
What's the question
in the,
again? You can
it's in
repeat
the
that?
group. It's in the group. X cubed plus 3 x cubed plus y cubed minus 15 times x plus y plus 3y squared. It's to the end of it. I had given a question. And
Let me check, sir. Oh, no, sir, I didn't do it.
All right, no problem. All right, so I'm coming back to you, Chevy and Shamari. What you got for f subscript x? Were you able to evaluate f subscript x? If so, tell me what you got.
I got 3x squared minus 15 plus 3x 3y squared.
What you got for f of xx?
6x.
What you got for f of xy? I mean f of y.
3y cube no square. 3y squared minus 15 plus 6xy.
Y.
6y plus 6x.
Xy.
6y.
Yx.
6y.
So what is your problem then?
Sorry, the next part. That's where I stopped last, sir.
All right, you hold on. Don't say no more. Shamari,
Yes, sir.
did you get anything that he said a while ago?
Yes, sir. I got all of them.
So what is your problem then?
So then we're supposed to use the f of x and the f of y. I think I could minus one equation from the other, but they don't have similar terms. As in, the both of them have 15, but both of them have the 3y square, but one have 3x square, and the other term is 6xy. And so I would have to subtract those two terms from each other. So I don't see how I could have subtract them.
Okay. And where did you how far did you get to with that one, Chevy?
Well, sir, it's actually the same way I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work this out. I'm going to find why. Because I use f subscript x equals 0 and the f subscript y equals 0.
And then where you get when you do that? You saw the same 3x squared plus 3y squared equals 15 and 3y squared plus 6xy equal 15.
Or they didn't do that.
Yeah, what you going to do now, even add 15 to both sides to get the pair of simultaneous equations. All right. All right. So you would get to a point where the equation looks very awful. I congratulate the pair of you for getting to that point. Because I didn't go any further with the question either. Just wanted to see how far you guys would have gone to it. Let me show you where I'm at. Can you see? Are you seeing the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Now, so you guys have, well, Mikey didn't attempt the question, but I guess he would get the same 6 derivatives. No, what I'm going to do in class, I maybe give you, I'm finishing off this topic today. That's number one. Finishing off this topic today, number one. I'm going to give you one more to do. And then, I'm going to give you one more to do that is going to be solvable. And then, all right, I'm going to give you 2 more to do in class. And then I'm definitely going to do it going into some past paper questions. And I'm kind of hesitating because I want to be I want to be gentle with how I introduce the topic because I'm preparing you to answer a question like this in the exam. I'm sorry, forgive me. I teach differently. I teach differently, and how I teach conceptually. You notice where I started. Well, maybe you would notice, but where I started the course is different from how I would have started it over the many years I'm teaching the course. I'm trying to get the big boys out of the way, and particularly so because we're doing a block scheduling for this season. So whenever you get a question like this, even if you don't know what the question is asking for just yet, once you see the multivariable function, that is given, go right ahead, and there are 6 calculations that you are expected to complete. F subscript x, x subscript xx, f subscript y, f subscript yy, f subscript xy, and f subscript yx. Make sure that those 6 calculations are done properly. Then the next thing you're going to be doing is using your x and y, your first order partial derivatives, to solve simultaneously. All right? So that's what they did. And would have gotten these 2 equations for the first partial of x, first partial of y. First partial of x, first partial of y. And then we're solving simultaneously. Now, this is where the time needs to run. And I think I did this because I wanted you guys to practice your simultaneous equation. I think that's where I was with the class the last time around. Having not taught you simultaneous equation because it's not on the syllabus, but I'm giving you an opportunity to recap. So the difficulty came from three x squared plus 3y squared equals 15, and 3y squared plus 6xy equals 15. Um, hmm. Give me half a second, please. All right. I don't know. From
Sorry, you can put back the question that you're that was
no,
on the screen.
that's what I'm trying to figure out what is happening. From yesterday, I recognize, from last night in my class, I recognize that my stuff is getting, I can't find the question. That's the point I'm making. I don't know what happened when I plug in the, tonight is not the night for it, seriously though. Tonight is not the night for it. Hmm. I don't understand what's happening. It just has converted my document and on top of that, it converted and then I can't even write on the screen. So it is kind of infuriating me. So yeah, maybe it's from last night and the same thing to me in that class.
Sir,
Yes, please.
when are you able to upload the next recordings?
I have done the recordings in a proper. It's also one that I did for this week that I have not yet done.
Yes, sir, because I'm seeing from the last one that I'm seeing is the 25th. I'm not seeing any after that. So
The last one is seen as the 25th.
yes, sir, the 25th of March.
Did we have a class on the 27th?
I don't remember, sir, if I came to class.
Did we have a class on the 27th, guys?
Because when you started this stationary point, I don't remember if I was in that class.
So 27, sir?
Yeah, other class on 27?
Yes, sir, we had
Last
class.
week Wednesday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That recording. Okay, so that means this was a recording of, you say you're seeing a recording of the 25th?
Yes, sir, up to the 25th.
So,
Because I did that one today.
so the recording of the 27th then is what is missing. All right, I will check the channel to see if the upload failed. Today's which date? Today's the 5th. Okay. Okay, all right. I'll soon check on to see what is happening with that one. So I don't know what is happening to my system. I'm unable to write. Okay. I don't think it makes sense to use that one because it started with this one. Let me just delete that one. Let's see. What if I do a new file? If it oh, so what is it's not this thing not no, like seriously. Um what should that happen? From here, click on new. Um, this is the free time purpose. I'm unable to um system on central. Need to fix system one central.
Good night.
I actually
So I don't know what's happening with my internet, so because I don't see my journal already, I try to start it out. I don't know what's happening with it each time.
I don't even know what is happening to mine. System account right. See the document converted thing. Oh, Oh, okay. Okay. I saw something with this immersive reader. Let me just check to see if it is working out the other stuff. Where we, oh Lord, I close our document. Multivariable function. Immersive reader. We'll close the immersive reader and see. All right. We are back up now. Some immersive reader, something was open on my document and I don't even know what immersive reader is. What is immersive reader, guys? No takers? Hello, somebody?
We're hearing you,
No
sir.
idea, sir.
I don't have no clue. First message something like that. Because every time I open a document, this
Sir,
immersive.
maybe I need to restart.
No. I got it off. I got it off. I got
Okay.
it off. It's just that this immersive reader business came up and I don't know what to. Well, no, I know why my documents were being converted, but I took it off. It's not an issue anymore because I couldn't write last night. I'm able to write now. Let me just add. Up and running. I'm going to share my screen now. Yeah, opening and closing wasn't going to help because I kept doing that and it wasn't working. So I flipped around and found this thing called immersive reader that was open and I close it and it is fine. All right, are you seeing the screen here now?
Yes, sir. It's on the screen.
Good job. All right, so let me attempt from here to do the question. Let me see if I'm right. I'm up and running. So we agree that we are up.
Sir, before you move on, you can scroll back up a little bit, please.
1 minute.
All right. So where you have the negative 15 and x plus y, can you explain that part, please?
We're talking about here?
Yes, sir.
What do you want me to explain, Mikey?
All right. So I realize that the fx we just have the negative 15, and for the xy negative 15, but I don't see where the x.
That was done to trick you guys. I didn't explain it because the other two students had gotten it for based on what it is that was asking. Look at that and tell me if you agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was just done to trick you. So negative 15 open bracket x plus y is the same thing as negative 15x minus 15y.
Okay, sir, got it.
Mhm. Did you give an attempt to the question, Ottilie? All right, so let's continue. All right, so when we got to that point now, we could then say 3x squared plus 3y squared is equal to 15 and call it equation 1. And then 3y squared plus 6xy is equal to 15. And call it equation 2. Look at that and tell me if you agree. Somebody talk to me, please. Am I muted?
No, sir, you're not. I'm just looking.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Hmm. You agree? You agree? That's an agreement, Chevy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mikey? Arthur Lee?
So I'm just getting into the working mode. I just joined.
It's the next class. Get in the working mode before you join because I'm moving on from here.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Not
All right,
a problem, sir, not a problem.
all right, good, good. So we're at the point now of simultaneous. So I'm going to congratulate you for getting to this point because this is not a point where we have to solve it simultaneously. Yes, it's an ugly equation. I would agree hands down that it's ugly. Whenever you get a quadratic equation to solve, you have to solve it by the method of substitution. So I'm going to see how far I can go with the substitution here and just take it from here. The aim is to find the value of x and y that satisfy the first partials of x and y. All right? It's a quadratic, so we're expecting two sets of answers. So one of the things that I'm going to try and do is, and I think this is where both of you got stuck. Let me see if I will get stuck myself. So I'm going to let 3y squared equals to 15 minus 3x squared. And I'm going to call that equation 3. Look at equation 1 and see if when I transpose equation 1, I end up that as equation 3.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. And then now I'm going to try and put equation 3 into equation 2. This is my method of solving the simultaneous equation using the substitution method. So we're solving using the substitution method. So I'm going to end up now with 15 minus 3x squared plus 6xy equals 15. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else agrees? Look at what I did. Somehow I find that you guys are distracted. Not all of you, but for the
So
most part.
anyway, see the 3y square, you must put 15 minus 3x square.
Yes, Papa. Because I'm making 3y squared now the subject of equation 1.
All right.
So do you agree that for my equation 2, I'm substituting the 3y squared now for 15 minus 3x squared?
Yes, sir.
And I agree
Yes.
now that, good. And now agree that this here forms the equation, the substituted stuff.
The new equation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. Watch me now. Do you agree that this positive 15 on this side cancels a positive 15 on this side?
Correct.
Good. The rest of it can see how that happens. Let me show you because I'm sure,
Put everything over.
right? I'm sure I'm gonna hear, sir, show me that. So if I subtract 15 from both sides, what I do with one side, I do the other side. That's what it says I'm supposed to do. That cancels that. So I'm going to be left with negative 3x squared plus 6xy. And 50 minus 15 is going to be equal to 0. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So I'm going to end up now with negative 3x squared
4 plus
plus
6.
6y equals 0, don't it?
Yes, sir.
If I factor out what is common, say a negative 3.
3 x. I can have x
Good.
X.
I have x
plus 3
plus 2.
plus 2, sir. Y.
Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So either negative 3x equals 0, which implies x equals 0,
Or
or I have x plus 2y equals 0, don't it?
yes, sir.
But if x is equal to 0, what I'll have here, let me do it this way, which implies x is equals to negative 2y,
Mhm.
which implies x is equals to negative 2y. But if x is equals to 0, and x is also equals to negative 2y, it simply means that this 0 is going to be equals to negative 2y, which also implies that y is equals to 0. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So,
0
I,
divided, what?
say it again.
Oh, 0 divided by negative 2.
Right,
Negative. Yeah.
right. 0 divided by negative 2 is going to be 0. Right. Once the 0 is in the numerator, you get 0. So, do you agree now that the stationary point is going to be equals to 0, 0?
Yes, sir, I agree.
Mhm. Right.
Yes, sir.
So what?
I
So,
agree, sir.
good job. So what is going to happen here? What is going to happen here is my D is going to be equals to my f of x xy times f of y xy minus f of xy all squared. My f of xx.
Sir,
Yes, Papa.
right, that 2y that you have in the bracket, should it be a negative or a positive?
Which 2y?
Minus 3x bracket x plus 2y
Yeah, you're correct. It's supposed to be a negative 2y.
must be a negative.
And then this is going to be x equal positive 2y. It won't change the answer though, but you're correct. Agree that it won't change the response?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Well, thank you though. Appreciate it. All right. Now, I want you to recall that f of xx is equals to 6x and f of yy is equals to 6y plus 6x. Follow me? But the critical point is 0, 0. Recall f of xx is equals to 6x and f of yy is equals to 6x plus 6y. That's what it says. 6x plus 6y, right? When I find this is my value of x, let me just, yeah, this is my value of x, that's my value of y. When I substitute 6 times 0, I'm going to get 0. When I substitute 6 times 0 plus, and y is also 0, I'm going to get 0. Follow me?
Yes, sir, following.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
So therefore, d is going to be equals to 0 times 0 minus 0 squared equals 0. What did I tell you when d equals 0?
The straddle point, I think.
Mm-mm. Look back at it.
Sorry.
Saturn, no. I said something to you when d equals 0. Look back at this stuff and tell me. Hmm?
Sir, I didn't record that nonsense, sir.
I'm trying to find it to post in the stuff because what I remember seeing in class yesterday is that students weren't revising their work. And I don't think you guys are doing anything different from what they are not doing. Aye, aye, aye. What happens when D equals 0? Hmm?
But so it can mean anything.
Yeah, and we have to use other techniques to figure it out.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave that as it is. So you said saddle point, and I wanted to bring up that honest talk. Now, I want you to remember, because I am actually on this topic with my business calculus students, and this is where I left the class yesterday at this very point, where they were not remembering, and I was getting slightly annoyed with them because this was the last thing I did with them before they went off, which suggested to me then in class that they did no revision. So let's go again. I want you to look at number one. Number one says, what did number one say? We'll just make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so number one says, if D is greater than 0, the value of D is positive. And if D is positive, but you look at the value of f of xx, and f of xx is also positive, you're going to have a relative minimum. If the value of D is positive, but you look at the value of f of xx, but f of xx is negative, you're going to have a maximum. Once the value of D is negative, you have a saddle point. Once the value of D is negative, you have a saddle point. No need to check f of xx, saddle point. If D is equal to 0, it could be a relative maximum, a relative minimum, a saddle point, and we have to employ other techniques that we'll learn in Calculus 3 in order to do the question. All right? You'd have to do something in Calculus 3 in order to get this stuff. So once it's equal to 0, that is it. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, let me just pause and just say something to you here. I don't know. This question is a question that I generated. I may have generated this question to show you, bring across the point that D was 0 here, so, but I don't know why I did it. But I think the only reason I did it is to show you that D is equal to 0. Let me tell you categorically. Categorically is that you will not go into the exam and given a question where D is equal to 0. That will defeat the purpose. We really want you to go through the full question and give us your conclusion from the question. But this was a good question, and this is why I really wanted to grab a pen, because what I would have done if I didn't get my writing implement up, I would have just said, let us move on to another question. So I'm happy that, I got all this stuff on the system and you're seeing what is happening here. I also should congratulate the period that went up to the point of the simultaneous equations. I know the simultaneous equation would have thrown me off, but I guarantee you that for the final exam, that your simultaneous equations will be readily solvable and not looking anything like this one or these. All right. I'm going to press pause here, and I'm going to give you, if there are no other questions, I'm going to give you another question to work. This one, I'm positive that it will not include any of those D equals 0. Just so remember, so if you go into the exam and you get a question, I say, now come on to that, trust me. Sir, going to tell you straight up, you now get no question when equals 0. It will defeat the purpose. We now do that all. All right. Are there any questions? All right, I guess not.
No question, sir.
All right, good job. All right, I'm going to give you a do now. So here, what I want you to do is to classify the nature of the critical points. No, the question can come simply as that. To classify the nature of the critical points. You know, say. I'm going to say this very slowly because I have possible grade A students in this class. Possible A students in this class. And I really want you guys to get some A's for calculus 2. It's long time I don't put on an A for calculus 2. I was very close to putting it down when you all did calculus 1. I got a couple B's. And those B's, and those of you who are hearing me, you will know the grade you got. Those B's must be converted to A's. I'm very hopeful. So I'm going to say this very slowly. If you go into the question, the exam, and you see the question, and I'm going to project one of those questions to you today, and you see the question, but you also see your function. It could be f of xy, it could be c of xy, it could be p of xy. Then some papers I see them put it as pi of xy, and then give this long, ugly looking function. Don't be alarmed. The first thing you're going to do is to what? Let me see if you're listening to me. First thing to do is what?
Find f of x. Find the 6
Very good.
expression.
You're very good. You're going to do the 6 partial differentiations. By the time you do those 6 partial differentiations, what will be the next step, Shamari?
Simultaneous equation.
By putting the first order partials equals to 0, and then it solves simultaneously. That's all. So with that said, I'm giving you 5 minutes to do the 6 partials and to find the pair of simultaneous equations, and then let me know when you're finished. Please do not, I'm right here. I'm just going to mute. Please do not sit down. Once the first person to finish says, sir, finished. All right, please and thanks. Are you okay?
Yes, sir. Finish the 6. Doing the simultaneous part now.
Great. Good. If you get the simultaneous equation, we're going to ask you to try solve it to find the critical point or points. And then let me know. I don't want to waste your time today in class. Are we okay?
Yes, sir. It's going nicely.
Good. I'm happy. The rest of the whole day.
Stop, sir.
Try a thing, sir. I try a thing, sir.
But I hear Sherry say try thing, and then Mikey say stop.
Yes, sir.
Why? Where stop? Talk me through where stop, Papa.
Sir?
Talk me through to where you got stuck.
All right. So after I finish this, all right, so the start of the simultaneous where I put the function to equal to 0. After that, where I have the 3, what should I say now?
First things first. First things first.
Yes, sir.
What did you get for f subscript x?
Subscript x. All right, so I have 4x minus 2y plus 5.
Okay.
And
What do
then
you got for x? What do you got for x?
x I have 4,
What do you have for y? F subscript y?
2y minus 2x minus 3,
Y
2,
xy
2, and
y
2,
x.
2.
Check that again.
The last 2, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sir. Oh, 2y, sir.
No.
All right, let me check it. Let me double check it.
Oh, Mikey, it's not bad. Come tell me what you get now.
All right, sir. So when I use all right, so for the f of x, the f subscript x, y, right? So I'm gonna use the f of x function with respect of y. So the 4x, that would be 0. And then I'm gonna use the 2y.
Now what do you get? Give me the answer.
Would be 2, sir. And negative.
What is it? It's in front of you, Mikey.
Negative 2, sir.
Thank you very much. Is I put that here wrong?
Yes, sir. Negative.
Why? Why say you're wrong? Hmm?
Sir? Because I left off the negative.
Right.
Yes,
Do
sir.
the f of y x. Do the other one and see if you get -2 for the other one now.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. I get it.
Good job. Anybody finish your question?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Soon come to you. Chevy, how you stay?
Sir, I find a value for X and Y. You don't know if you choose to.
So you're trying to classify it now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you 1 more minute to finish off, all of you. And then I'll take over. All right. I was, we're finishing. Anybody else finish?
Sure, sir. I can't even see the screen. I don't know if you share, but my internet just has lowered now. Can't see nothing. Internet again.
But did you do the question out? Maybe she's not hearing me either. Right, we're done your share. You see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look through and tell me if you have what it is that I have there.
Well, I have up to above the now solve simultaneously. Above that.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't reach to the 2x equal negative 2.
Go and work it. Go and work.
Yes, so I'm getting -1 for X and half for Y.
Very nice. And then your critical point is going to be -1.5, don't?
Yeah.
Is it a maximum or minimum?
I got the notes, I record the notes again. Shall I take a picture it,
And that's why I'm not projecting what it is that I have there, because I cannot see that we don't know how to how to classify them. Yes.
Well, I know, sir. They said when it's greater than 0. Wow, what are two conditions? So, but wait, sir, which one of them we must use? I have X and Y in them. So when the Y is greater than 0,
I don't understand you. When you say which one I'm supposed to use?
D, sir.
For D,
Yeah.
You have to use both of them. Remember, it's f of x times f of y minus f of xy all squared.
All right, I got 4 for that one, so but it's positive.
So if it is positive, what do you do if it is positive?
A relative minimum.
Oh, you know that. What's the value of f of xx?
F of XX.
Mhm.
4.
No. When I say the value of f of xx, is it positive or is it negative?
Positive.
Yeah, easy. So it is positive, right? So if it is positive, it's going to be a relative minimum. But if f of xx is negative, it's going to be a relative maximum. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, sir. So screw up again. Let me take a picture and keep it on the phone.
No, man, I'm going to, but I have it in a document to send off to you for tonight. The one that the work that I did for you.
Yeah.
But I just want you to remember that. So it's going to be positive, and then f of xx is also positive, so we have a relative minimum. F of xx is also positive, so we have a relative minimum. So I'm happy that you were able to do that. Let me go back to what it is that you were asking about here. If you look at it, you see one, if these positive, and f of xx is also positive. If you have two positives, then you have a relative minimum. If d is positive, but f of xx is negative, then we have a relative maximum. If d is less than 0, once d is negative, you will have a saddle point. And we just did a question, like if d equals 0, can't work. Not at this level. Is it any clearer?
Yes, sir, but can you look back?
At the question?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have something different?
Because if we get f of xx, right? Yeah, for f of xx, the value is the expression what I got was 4x for f of xx. And so you just substitute the x equal -1 into that.
No, man, hold up. How did you get 4x? Look at it again.
No, sir. All right, let me see.
You see, no.
Yes, sir.
All right. So then press pause. I'm going to use your example as for a teachable moment. And hear me out now, students. Remember, you know, I am getting A's this semester. Your paper, when I mark your papers, a lot of students don't know, so I need to tell you. Is when I mark your paper, even if I say, for example, I don't like you, or you and I have a fallout, and you think that I'm going to take it out on a vendetta in marking your paper, like a lot of students do. A lot of students say, oh, I failed this course because me and the teacher had a fallout. The teacher cannot do that because your papers are second marked. Your papers are second marked. So if when I mark a paper and I say, oh, I get a C here, but the C is hold on, please. If when I do the stuff and I say no, I can penalize you. When that second marker goes through your paper, best believe that you will get a passing grade. So a lot of students sometimes you say, oh, I didn't pass the course because me and the teacher can't get along. Foolishness. Nothing no go like so. Your papers are second mark. And even, yeah, let me just leave it right there. So I'm saying to you, I want when there's second market paper and they look to say, why is it that these students getting the A's? And they look at the stuff, they will see the student got their A's because they answered the question on multivariable function, and they got 30 marks out of 30 marks for it. Or they got 20 marks out of 20 marks for it. Or whatever the situation is. Actually, you're saying something or I need to mute. All right. So the teachable moment is when you do your 6 calculations, please spend some time to ensure that your calculations are correct. If not, it's going to throw us off. All right, this is now 8:15. I'm going to give you one other question before I jump into the past papers. And my other question is pretty easy. It's an easy question. Can you see question 5?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I want you to try question 5 quick and fast for me. And then I'm going to jump into a past paper question and see how well we handle that one. Thank you. All right, guys. How are you now? Finish the stuff?
Almost finished, sir.
Oh, good job. Chevy, how you stay?
Good. D to equal 4. When we look at it with a low relative maximum.
Okay, all right, problem. What was the critical point again?
0 and 3.
Okay. All right. Hold on to that. Give 1 more minute and then we go. Come on, the rest of it, guys. Please, we need to hurry up. Hurry up and learn the topic. We need to get this out of the way.
Sir?
This pop up.
Sir, I think I will go over the recordings then because I think we have an issue after me reach simultaneous. The steps to pass that, I don't think I grasp it properly. So I'm gonna have to watch the recordings.
All right. Right, see my screen?
Yes, sir. I have up to right here.
You have all 6 of the stuff, right?
Yes, sir. I have everything down to the -2 equals 0 and -2y plus 6 equals 0. I have up to right here.
All right. So it means then that the problem is not me. When I say me, meaning calculus 2, the problem is simultaneous equations. Because calculus 2 finish at the first 6 differential. Then we're going to use simultaneous equation, little school mathematics, and then we come back to the big school math. So let us look at negative 2x, and this goes for everybody. Let us look at negative 2x equals 0. Can negative 2x equal, okay. If you have negative 2x equals to 0 and you want to find the value of x, what would you do? Nike, you answer that one.
I think I will is it
You have negative 2x equals 0 and you want
Yeah.
x alone to be on one side, what would you do?
I think you would divide it. Divide
Divide what?
both sides by 2.
Michael, you have an issue with negative signs and you have to give it more respect. Say negative 2, Mikey.
-2, sir.
Yeah, man, you have to respect the negative signs. They mean a whole lot.
Okay,
They will
sir.
fire or higher. All right?
All right,
Now,
sir.
so when you have 0 divided by negative 2, what is that value? Zero divided by
0,
negative
sir. 0, sir.
0. So right there from that first equation tells us that x is equal to 0. That first equation has no y in it. That first equation, we'll have to solve that pure simultaneous equation as a standalone because there's no y to it. Let us look at the second equation. Are you saying any x to it?
No, sir.
So you have to solve standalone. So you can solve an equation meaning one equation with one unknown. So negative 2x equals 0 can be solved because it is an equation with one unknown. The second equation can also be solved as a standalone because it is an equation with one unknown. Now, when I give you an equation with multiple unknowns, 2 or more, you can't solve that equation by itself. You follow what I'm saying? Mikey, I'm talking to you.
No, sir.
Mikey, what else are you doing just now?
I'm not doing
I don't
anything.
I don't have your undivided.
Yes, sir. Not doing anything else.
All right, do me a favor, Mikey. Write for me. Write this down for me on paper. Negative 2y plus 6 equals 0. Solve for
Yes,
y
sir.
for me. Solve for y for me, please. Solve for y for me, please. Hey, what is it? Mr. Crosby.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, man. Talk to me today, man. What you get? Look at the screen, please.
Yes, sir.
Negative 2y plus 6 equals 0. I'm trying to isolate my y, meaning I want my y alone to be on one side. So what I'm going to do is to minus 6 from both sides. Minus 6 from both sides, those two cancel out, so I have negative 2y. 0 minus 6 is minus 6. Talk truth. Mikey, this is for you. Michael?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
You're not answering me. I'm asking a question and you're not answering me.
Yes, that's it. That's what I'm working on.
I'm dividing, I want to find the value of y, so I'm dividing both sides by negative 2, by negative 2. That cancels that, so y is going to be equal to, what is negative 6 divided by negative 2?
3, sir.
3. So that's why when I asked a question earlier, Chevy was saying to me that the critical point is 0, negative 3. My x value is 0, my y value is 3. So really and truly, that simultaneous solution was one of the easiest ones that we've seen so far. And then when we substitute here now, we're going to get it to be a maximum. Why? Because the value of f of xx is negative. F of xx here is a negative 2. Question. Shamari, you got that, Papa?
Yes, sir, I got that.
I hear about those.
No, sir, no, but I was just making sure to say what you have is what I have.
Okay,
The
very
rest,
nice. Very nice, very nice. Otterly. Aye, aye, aye. All right, so let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. How are you feeling so far? Mikey, how you assess it for me, Mikey? How are you feeling?
I
What?
need some more working, sir. As I said, I'll have to watch your recording some more to understand it fully.
All right. Do you believe it is the Do you believe it is the why do I have this open? Do you believe it is the simultaneous equation that is throwing you off? Because clearly you're getting the differentiation correctly.
Yes, sir. That's the part that's showing me off.
Yeah, because you're getting the differentiation right. So I am not even concerned about that. All right. Hear me out now. I am this is not a past paper, but this one is a little bit more. And the aim is not for me to rush into the question. The aim is not for me to rush into the question to finish the topic. Because I want, when I finish the stuff, and I say, yo, when the exam will answer the question, you know exactly what to do. So if this takes us up for the 27 minutes for class, I really want to spend about 50 minutes on this question. Really 50 minutes. So I am going to give you 15 minutes to complete this question. This question is, this is a past paper question. I think it's a past paper question, but it's not a past paper question for your calculus 2. I think that I would have extracted this question from business calculus. But it still gives us our multivariable function. It is asking us to find f of negative 1,2. Then it is asking us to find the critical points. Stop. If it says to find the critical points, what must we do first? Hello?
You must first do the partial differential.
How many of them?
6.
6 of them. Very good. Then we're going to set the first partial equals to 0, solve it simultaneously. That gives a critical point. And then we're going to determine the nature of the critical point or points. You know what the question said? Critical point or points. So it's not telling you that it has more than one or one. So you need to figure out which is it. All right, I give you 10 minutes. Now I give you 15 minutes, 10 minutes. All right, guys. How far we know? We finish the question? Are we finished?
Not quite finished. Yes, sir.
Question. Are you finished the first part?
Yes, sir.
Chevy, how you see with the first part?
Yeah, sir, I finished the first one.
Mikey, how you see with the first part? MC.
Sir, I was a bit distracted. I had to attend to something.
Oh, so you don't do the first part yet, then, right?
No, sir.
All right. I get 5 for the first part. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you finished the 6 calculations yet? The partials?
Yeah.
Mari, how you see it?
Yes, sir. And we
All
never know say that we could do for question one here, sir. So,
Hey, listen to me, man. Me I go follow out, Yeah, man. So
no, sir.
if you look at it, this is f of negative 1,2. But if you know that we talk about the multivariable function, look at this one here. This is f of x comma y. So once you talk about a multivariable function, it means that it's going to be 1, negative 1,2. So anywhere in the function you see x, you put negative 1, and where you see y, you put positive 2. So what did you do then? That's interesting.
Go straight to question two.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me just project the partials. Tell me if this is what you got for the partials.
Yes, yeah, that's what I got.
Good. Shem?
Same.
All right, good. All right. Another 2 more minutes and it might kick. Come. We just have a few more minutes, max. Unless the host is burning down, come. I give you a few more minutes to just to finish off this for me. All right. Finish?
Yes, sir, finish.
Yeah, what do you see? Trip hoisting. Right. When they're gone. So come Shamari. What was the critical point, Sham?
I got 2/6 and -2/3.
2/6. What is 2/6? 1/3 down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that means you got 2/6 for X and -2/3 for Y.
Yes, sir.
All right. So just break it down to its lowest term and you'll be correct. And then the nature of the critical points now. What did you get? Maximum, minimum, saddle point? What?
Well, I got D to be positive, and since that's positive and f of x is positive, then I think that means it's a relative minimum.
Okay, but f of x is positive, yes. Let me check to see if it got a relative min. I got a relative minimum and I did stop. Very good. D is positive and f of x is positive. So yes, we'll have a relative minimum. Any questions? I
Sure.
think the rest of, go ahead.
For the simultaneous part, so let me say first part, or you get y. Can I have the same thing now, times equation 2 by 2. Yeah, I got the 2/3, -2/3. Oh, the same thing here, really.
Yes, I also times equation 2 by 2. Did you get that?
Yes, sir. The same thing, sir. All right, sir, that's it.
Right. Any questions? If not, I'll just end it here for tonight. I don't make sense of fool myself. Yeah, so I'll just end it here tonight. Any questions? Though?
Sir, we can get the thing for the weekend, so I can go over this. You can go over them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir.
All right. All the best. Have a good one.
You too, sir.
Mhm.
All right.